Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create power. And I'm going to teach you how to create real power. Like a lot of people like to get online and say, hey, this is what we got to do to create power. You got to get back here and you really got to flip your hands. You got to turn it over. And if you really sling your hands at it, you're going to create more power. Well, you might be able to pick up a little bit of club head speed, but you're going to stop hitting the ball solid. So in this drill, I'm going to teach you how to hit it solid and create more power. And I'm going to give you an unconventional way to create that power and really create an association between the power, your body, and keeping the club square. But to do it, we're not going to use a golf club. We're going to use a rake. So this rake is a little bit heavier than a golf club. It's a lot heavier than a golf club. Well, when we use that, you're going to create more muscle antagonism. Your body's going to have to work harder to create the power. As you do that and then switch to a golf club, you're going to be able to create more speed because you've taxed your muscles. You've created the feel with the feel for a club, but we're going to use the rake to get an idea of the club staying square. So if you follow me, I talk a lot about keeping this club square related to your body. When you hold the rake like this and set up and the leading edge of the rake is parallel to your sternum, it's easy to see it's staying square and parallel to your body. Now, like I was saying, a lot of people will tell you to come back and you really have to flip your hands through. Well, you can tell very easily with this rake, if you're coming back and flipping your hands like this, the club or the rake is not square for a very long time through impact. So you could hit it all over the yard. So what we want to do is get comfortable turning it back. As the club or rake is still going back, you're starting through with the legs, and that moves everything else through. Ultimately, the speed gets down to the club head or the rake head, but you don't want to see it doing this. You want to see it coming through square, and that's going to allow you to hit it straight. Again, the heavier rake is creating more of a feel for getting the body to go. You have to engage your body to turn through. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to set up. We're going to turn back, trying to get the left shoulder, if you're a right-handed golfer, even with the ball. The legs start through, and then you come through like this and release on around. So we're doing it slow at first, getting comfortable with keeping it square and not flipping with your hands. You'll notice as I come back and through, I'm getting a little bit of hinge in my trail wrist because of the weight of the rake pulling it back. And then we're going to move it into a regular swing with the club. So now I've got my driver and I can just do that same feel, and it's called overspeed training. You've heard some of the companies talk about it, but now you can really whip it through. Again, thinking the leading edge of the club stays parallel to your sternum, engage the body, the kinematic sequence, and then getting the nice rotation through. And before you know it, you're going to be hitting it a lot further. Let's slow it down and take a look at what's going on with this drill. As I mentioned, as we turn back and through, you're trying to keep the leading edge of the rake parallel to your sternum as you turn back and through. We're going to build a little bit of speed as we go back and through, but as you come through impact, you're trying to keep your hands in front of the middle of your body and really in front of your belt buckle as you turn through. You can see as I go up to a more full swing, there's a little bit of bend as I go back and through. Let your hands get pulled back by the rake, the weight of the rake as you turn through, and that's going to create the lag and the cup in your wrist, but still staying square. Hope this educates your game. I'll talk to you soon.